Happy Thursday. No, it is Thursday technically, but we're kind of recording this right after the last video, but it's okay. Glenn, it's okay.
Yeah.
But it's for the people. It's not for me.
Yeah, and we're only together so many times.
Yeah, exactly.
At the Rock.
That's right. We're at look at this beautiful rock, beautiful day. The helicopter flew above us a few minutes ago, but other than that,
trashed our first video.
Yeah. App State in town in 2 days. Southern Miss App State in 2 days. Glenn, how are you feeling getting closer to the game?
I think the thing that keeps running through my head, you try to watch film of a team, you look at stats, and you try to figure out, what you're up against. This scenario, you have Southern Miss, who's played two tough opponents, battle-tested, physical, then against physical opponents. And then you have App State, who's run up huge numbers offensively, dominated defensively, but their opponents in Charlotte and Lindenwood have been, less than spectacular football programs. So you there's some unknowns there, and some unknowns probably for App too. Who are they really? They hadn't been tested.
Right. And something I was looked back on was last year's game, not Southern Miss App State, but Marshall App State, seeing kind of what the offense did. And Braylon Braxton, I think he had 16 carries for 147 yards. They really didn't throw the ball a lot on App State. They won the game. I think it was 53-38 or something like that. But that's something that we actually have not seen here at Southern Miss so far. And something I asked Coach Huff on Tuesday was, what is your philosophy with Braylon in the run game? He said, well, we don't really have a philosophy. It's what works against this team, what works against this team. Is it going to work against this App State team?
I mean, who knows? I mean, they do know from prior film, even though it's a different coaching staff, but they know what Braylon did to them last year. He was the offense against them. If you looked at the numbers, App State, Marshall won the football game, but they got outgained by 200 yards.
Right.
I think they had a pick six that really separated them in that game. So they know what Braylon Braxton can do. I think Braylon's going to have to beat him in a different way. They're not going to let Braylon beat them with his feet this week.
Right. And obviously App State, like Glyn said, they really haven't been tested. I mean, Lindenwood's probably not equitable to Jackson State. I think Jackson State would beat Lindenwood.
And they lost 3 fumbles and lost an interception, and 2 of them were down in the red zone.
Right, so. And they still have 550 yards. So I don't want people looking at the score 20-13. They still have 550 yards.
They were their own worst enemy.
Yeah, they would have won that game 35-10. Whatever. But I think Charlotte, not equitable to Mississippi State. So I think Southern Miss, like you said, battle tested. It's going to be a good game. The spread right now is 1.5 point favorite for Southern Miss. The last I checked it. It's probably going to move throughout the week, of course, but 1.5 point home favorite for Southern Miss. And that just tells me, Glenn, it's a pick'em game, and they're just giving Southern Miss the home field advantage.
Sure.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot here. Bold prediction, not your score prediction, but give me a bold prediction. You could pick a player on defense, offense to have a standout game.
I look for Jeffrey Pittman to have a huge game.
Okay.
If we got to establish a run, they can't depend on Braylon Braxton's feet every week. And we talked to Hayes Creel, the starting right tackle, and I brought up the fact that the run game has not been exactly stellar, and if it is, then Braylon can get his play action game going, which would be huge for him. Mm-hmm. And Hayes mentioned that it's fundamentals. We're working with new guys, getting used to each other. So he sees them getting better and better each week, and they're going to need to be able to run the football this weekend. It would be huge for him and Braylon.
So how many yards is he going to have? You got to mark it down. Bold prediction.
Oh, this is bold. Okay, I give him 85 yards and 2 scores.
Okay. So I think this is App State throws the ball a lot. This is my bold prediction. App State throws the ball a lot. I think this is the game where everybody's like. I think the past 2 weeks we've been kind of like, where's Josh Moten at? He's been playing good football. Oh yeah, but kind of just under the rails. I think this is his come out game.
No, that's
Give me 2 interceptions for Josh Moten. Two interceptions for Josh Moten, my bold prediction. And Southern Miss uses those 2 interceptions. Now what they do with the interceptions, I'm not going to predict that. But I take 2 bold interceptions for Josh Moten. All right, Glenn. Score prediction, Southern Miss, App State at the Rock, 6 p.m., ESPN+.
I got the black and gold, our black and gold, 27-24.
Okay, so you think it's going to be kind of a lower scoring game?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I'm going to pick Southern Miss too. I wrote about it in my column this week on HubCitySpokes.com how important this game is. It's a fork in the road moment. 2 years ago, Southern Miss blown out by Florida State. They beat Alcorn State. They get to that Tulane game and just were demolished. And that's when Fan just started crashing. It wasn't even.
And didn't look good against Alcorn.
Didn't look good at all. Last year, kind of the same thing. You went to Kentucky. It was kind of like, I don't know, it was kind of a weird game. Rain.
Looked bad against
Yeah,
Southeast.
they looked really bad against Southeastern Louisiana, and they had this game again, and South Florida was in here, and they just got blown out, and that was the start of a downfall season. They're at the same crossroad again, Glenn. You just played Mississippi State, where it's like, okay, whatever. They look pretty good against Jackson State. In this game, they've not been 2-1 since 2019. Give me Southern Miss to start 2-1 for the first time since 2019. I have them winning 38-31 over App State, so they'll cover the 1.5, and I believe that would be the over.
So you're seeing bigger numbers.
I do. I think both. I think first off, App State's defense is going to be a little surprised because they haven't seen an offense like this so far. But I also think that's true for Southern Miss. So So going off my bold prediction, I'm gonna say Josh Moten gets the game-sealing interception. That's his second pick of the day. So,
another big key I want to hit on: they have to affect A.J. Swan.
Yes.
He can't just stand there in the pocket and pick people apart.
Right.
So far, that's what he's been able to do. They need to hit him. They need to run him off his spot, make him uncomfortable. If they don't, it's going to be a long day.
That's right. That's right. Well, we'll be there at the Rock on Saturday night for 6 p.m. kickoff. It'll be a late video after the game, but we will be there, of course, unless something the Lord is not willing us to be there. But if you're not there, you can bring your pets. We heard that from Coach Huff on Tuesday. There'd be a pet section. I believe it'll be an RR up there. Just kidding. My dog will be in the press box on Saturday. I don't care what Jack Duggan
I don't
says.
think Jack's going to like that.
I'm just kidding. Of course. But that's Glyn Dyar. You can go read his stuff at
GoldenEaglePride.com.
And I believe it's $100,000 a year to start at Golden Eagle.
Yeah, it's a bargain.
And he gets paid $100,000 a year for Golden Eagle Pie.
Man, if only.
You would be able to finish your burger at Mugshots.
I'd be able to buy 2 burgers.
That's right. You can read my stuff at hubcityspokes.com. We enjoy doing these videos for you. Thank you for watching. Subscribe at the channel. Go follow his coverage. He does a lot better job at covering this team than me. So go follow him. You can read my horrible coverage at hubcityspokes.com. We'll see you at the Rock on Saturday night. The true Rock against App State. 6 p.m. kickoff. ESPN Plus. Be here. It's important that you be here. It's a big game. But that's Glyn Dyar. I'm Dima Mixon. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.